Hello friends, welcome back to the series of tenses, and today we will learn the third part of present perfect tense. And in today's video, our today's lessons is going to be a little bit of different. Do you know what? Because today we will learn some common expressions of present perfect tense. These common expressions are really important. By watching today's video, you will get understand that is when to use the future continuous tense with some common expressions. So if you observe this video, if you watch this video, then this video will definitely keep working with your knowledge. By this, you will get understand and you will get know that is this expression present perfect is used as well. Okay, so no more talking because time is very valuable. So let's get started. So look at the board, everyone. So these are some of the common expressions during the present perfect tense. And here I have divided this into the two sections. That is, one is finished and the another one is unfinished. Or you can say not finished. Both of them you can say this. So we can start from here. Our first section, finished. Okay, what's the word mean of finished expression? Finished means that is when something is finished, okay? When something is finished, it's over, okay? It's over, but the result of that action is still have and which makes that incident really true, okay? So let's see. I have already finished my breakfast. So if anybody comes to your home, it can be your dad or it can be your mom. If they ask you, hey dear, have you taken your lunch? Oh, sorry. Have you, hey dear, let's go to eat for breakfast because it's time to go to school. You have to get the school bus. But you have already informed them, no, I have already finished my breakfast, so I don't have to. So you don't have to eat your breakfast again, which indicates that is your task is over, having breakfast is over. So we don't have to repeat that action again. Your stomach is full, okay? So that the incident it makes this incident true. The action makes the incident true and the result is still have. The effort is still have. So here we can get this I have. Okay, have. Here we can get word that is already indicates a recent past. Okay, something happened before now, but the result or effort is still working right now. It just keeps working right now. So that is why this way the past connects with the present time. Okay, so by this we can use this. And after already it's an expression about the recent past. And the finished is the verb, here past participle. Then our sentence becomes like this. I have already finished my breakfast. The next is, they have just arrived at the station. Okay, so that is today they have today they have to go somewhere. So they have to catch the train as well. So that's why if their relatives or one of their friends call them, okay, and ask them, hey, today you are supposed to go to at the station. Okay, so it's time to go quickly. Time is you are getting late. But on the time during the call, you can say for talking about your brothers or sisters, you can say they have just arrived at the station. Okay, which indicates that is it can be your mom or your father or your relatives or friends are worried about your siblings and they have called you to warn them. Okay, so on that time you have already said to them, you don't have to be worried because they have already reached. They have just arrived at the station. So which indicates right now. Oh, okay. So here our word is has, okay, which is used in present perfect. And then we can get expression that is just. Just it's an expression about the recent past to when something happened in the recent past in the past action on the time we have to use the word of just. It's a common expression. Then on the other hand, we can use these verb arrived. Okay, they have just arrived at the station. So here the work is already done. They have already just arrived at the station. Okay, we don't need to be worried because they are because they reached to the station. They have reached to the station, and their task was to go to the station as well. But they have already completed their task. So which is called the finished action. Okay, and by this way the past is connects with the present. The next is when something is not finished. Okay, when something is still unfinished, what does it mean? When something is not over. Okay, it isn't over. For example, that is my life, it isn't over. My task, it isn't over. Okay, so this is called like this. Then during of this we can also use what? The present perfect. So let's see some examples of these. Here we can see she has worked in this company for 5 years. Okay, what does the sentence mean? Okay, so she has worked in this company for 5 years, which indicates that is she has started her job 5 years ago, and in present she still works there, works in her company. Okay, so which indicates that is her task, her working task is happened on the past and it is still continues in the present. So which we can say that is the effort of the past is still have in the present. So same here, we can say she has worked, okay, has. Here we can get a word has, and then worked. Worked is a word, and then she has worked in this company for 5 years. Okay, for 5 years. We have already get understand it. Okay, for means that is a period of time. Okay, it indicates the period of time that is from this duration. Okay, a time keeps on going. Okay, for the last moment, to the last moment. This is called for. And the next is she has worked in this company since June. So since means that is point in time. Okay, when something just is started in the past. So this is called the word of since. So here we can see she has worked in this company since June. So here we can get a word that is has worked. Work is the verb here, and then we can get a common expression that is since. So here we can say like this: she has worked in this company since June. Okay, so from June, since June, she has just started, and this month is August. She still works in there. So in the company. Okay, so which indicates like this. So during, for, and since we can use the present perfect tense, but there's one combination. Okay, there's some differences between since and for and since. So let's see the differences. What does it mean? So here I have written this. I have written this compares in below. Here here I have written it about for, and on the other hand I have written it about since. Okay, so now we will just get the combination, both of them. So here for is generally used the period of time. Okay, what does it mean? The period of time, that is when something happened. okay, when something happened in the past, it indicates a duration of the time. Okay, when something is just keeps happening at the last moment to the time, that is called for. Okay, it also indicates the length of the time and the period of the time. So on this time we can use the for. Okay, something keeps just happened. Okay, and the since means that is same point in that time. Okay, it indicates the point in that time and it indicates the foundation of that action. Okay, it also indicates that is which time the action has been started. So here we have already get understood by this. So for is generally used, that is plus length of the time or period of the time that just keeps going to the last moment. Okay, and since means that is the foundation of the time, point in time, and the foundation of that time when that action has been started. So here we have already understand the compare between what for and since. Okay, for example, that is let's see the tricky tweets up here. If I say that is, okay, if I say like this, okay, she has worked in this company since June. Okay, she has worked in this company since June. I can say like this. Okay, she has worked in this company since June. Okay, so here this month is August, but her working in that company started since June. Okay, so the foundation of the action has just began on that time. So by using this, we can say she has worked in this company since June. So and this month is August. Okay, the month of the year is right now is August. So she has worked in this company for what? 3 months. It had been 3 months. So we can say like this, she has worked in this company for 3 months. So C is the duration of that time. So on that time we have to use the for. So it indicates the foundation to the last moment. Okay, a full duration of the time, the period of the time, on that time we can use for. And since only indicates the foundation of that time, that is when the action started as well. So here we have already get it. If I say that is this year is, for example, that is 2025. Okay, 2024, 3, okay, 2 and 1. So if I say like this, she has worked in this company since 2021. Okay, my idea. Then we can say that is since why? Because it indicates the foundation of the time that year in 2021. She has just joined that company. She joined in that company and then she wanted to start on that time. On that time we can use the since. And if we say that is it had been the 5 years because the year is now is 2025. So we can say she has worked in this company for 5 years. And it indicates that is in present, she's still working. So here is the differences between for and since. I hope you have get it very well. So then next is, that is the train has not left you. So during of this, the train has, and I have used here not, it's the negative one, but it's also present perfect. It's also the structure of present perfect, which we will learn next part. Okay, I have a cold today, that's why it happened. The train has not left you. Then I have added the not, and then I can add the verb 3 here, that is past participle. So I can say the train has not left you, okay, which indicates and yet, okay, has not left you. So that train has not left you, okay. So here I have just written the word up here, you, but I can also write here yet, okay, because yet is correct as well. I can use yet. Okay, I have just written this. Forget about the subject of you. I have just written this. The train has not left yet. Here we can get a new word, that is yet. Yet means that is some action, it hasn't happened. It indicates the still. Okay, it's a common expression of the recent past. So the train has not left yet. The next is, have you ever visited Cox's Bazaar? Okay, so during the question, it's the question. Here our word is have. As we know, we have to change the order, which we will learn have you. During of this, we have to use the word of ever. Then we have to use the verb here. Have you ever visited Cox's Bazaar? What does it mean? That is that is from the past. From the past to the present. It's still now, including now. Have you ever visited to the Cox's Bazaar? It indicates that is, have you ever gone to the Cox's Bazaar in your life? Okay, have you ever traveled? Okay, it also indicates that is, did you go to the Cox's Bazaar in the past? And in this present, it is still asks, do you want to go to the Cox's Bazaar? But you say, I never traveled there. So which indicates that is from past, it's still now, including now, which indicates the present. So you never entered that place. So on that time, we can use the what? The present perfect. Have you ever visited Cox's Bazaar? On that time, we use one expression during the question, that is ever. Okay, the next is, I have never tried Chinese food. Okay, so here we can get a word have, and here we can get a common negative word never, and the verb is tried, and then we can get Chinese food. What does it mean? This sentence refers as well, that is, have you ever eaten the Chinese food? It indicates that it's from past, it's still now, or including now. You didn't. Okay, you didn't eat the Chinese food, and you don't want to eat the Chinese food as well, because you don't know them as well for rest of your life, and you don't know you will eat them or not. Okay, but which isn't work. Our main task is to pass from present. So from past to present, you didn't eat the Chinese food. Okay, so on the time uses, I have never tried Chinese food. Okay, the next is, how long has you studied English? How long? Okay, how long? Why? How long means that is it's a question. How long? We can use the word, how long has he studied English? It's a question. It's a question of how long refers, how long refers as well, that is from the past to the present, it's still now or including now. How long has he studied English? It indicates the timeline from past to present. So on that time, if we want to ask someone, we can use this how long. Okay, how long has he studied English? So how can we answer this? Yes, you have to give the answer. We can say he has studied English since 2019. Or we can say he has studied English for 7 years. Or you can say a particular time for 6 years, for 9 years, like this. Okay, so these are the major common expressions about present perfect tense. So I hope you have get it very well, and to this discussion along a little bit, because if I don't share it about with you, then you don't get it. So I hope you have get it, and then you can make some examples by watching today's video and by helping with the AI. Okay, and from now, no more talking. See you in the next video, everyone, and bye for now.